Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the second video about Bali. The first one was about pricing and entry requirements, and I received several more questions since that video. In today's video I will share with you the best regions in Bali, which I have attended myself, which I have heard that are good or bad, and just in general my tips, tricks, experience, and I'm sure it will be very useful if you are planning to go to Bali. So let's start. Welcome to my channel. Here I share interviews with inspiring people, stories of my travel adventures, and talk about business and esoterics. So I will start by sharing where have I been and where my journey in Bali started. So before coming to Bali, I made a big research, where to stay, where to go, and immediately understood that there are three most popular places, and the places that I might be interested in. It is Canggu, Uluwatu and Ubud. After making some research, I understood that I should start with something more active that Bali has to offer and gradually come towards something that will be calmer and where I would want to settle in. So after making a research, Canggu was the first place. Me and my friend decided to stay, and we stayed there for 1 week. So what is Canggu and what you can expect from it? Canggu is located in the southwest corner of Bali. It seems like that in Canggu there is something for everyone. There are some spiritual practices, yoga studios, there are surfing lessons because it's right next to the ocean, and there are a lot of fancy, nice cafes, a lot of people, entrepreneurs, digital nomads, a lot of networking. It's also a place with great parties. So it feels like whatever you're interested in, you can find something in Canggu. Definitely meet a lot of new people, and if you're really not sure what you want to stick with, is it a more calmer experience or something more active, Canggu could be the place where you can try all of it and then decide. That's why it's really not a bad idea to start with Canggu. But the problem with Canggu currently that it is overpopulated. There are so many tourists because people like me who make videos overhype this region, and now I heard that the traffic is really bad there, that it's so many people. I'm not really sure if you can find some peace there, if you will not get too disturbed by the outer circumstances. After Canggu, our next choice was to go to Uluwatu, and more in particular the whole region that is called Bingin. We heard before that you can compare Bingin vibe to Hawaiian vibe, that there are a lot of surfers, are really calm, really peaceful, and we understood that it is something that we need after this fast rhythm in Canggu. At first we stayed 1 week in the center of Bingin, and my general suggestion, choose better places near the coast, because the center of Bingin, it wasn't that impressive to me. There's nothing much you can find. You can hardly find even some nice cafes or restaurants, and the local places are really questionable there. But if you want to experience the raw Bali life, maybe a bit more traffic, a bit more like not that fancy, you can try that too. And if you have your own motorbike, maybe that's not a problem. And then we moved closer to Padang Padang beach and stayed there for I think another 10 days, and it was a very nice place. There are nice cafes, there are really nice restaurants, there is a nice yoga studio, but compared to Canggu there are not a lot of parties, not really a nightlife, so if you're looking for that, maybe that area won't be your choice. And if we talk about Bingin area in general, I really love Melasti Beach, it's one of my favorites. I also been to Pandava Beach. It was also pretty nice. Then I've heard that Uluwatu Beach is amazing, Bingin Beach. I was also at Nusa Dua. It's actually a place with a lot of luxury, really nice hotels, restaurants. So if you're looking for this more Europe-like experience, check it out. And the beaches are stunning there, as well as you can find in that region places with active water sports. I've also heard from my friend that Jimbaran Beach is amazing, and she stayed there for a couple of weeks, and it's really close to airport, so you might want to consider it as your first destination after you come to Bali. So in general, Bingin area is very beautiful with stunning beaches. It is one of the rare places in Bali where you can find beautiful clean beaches, sands, blue water. It could be your weekend getaway if you live in another region, or maybe you just want to stay there for a long time and just enjoy the bliss of nature, those beautiful cliffs by the water. After Uluwatu, we moved to Ubud, and I'm still here for already, soon it will be 2 months in Ubud. Ubud is located closer to the center of Bali. It is a bit higher, that's why the temperature is usually a bit lower here, but it also means that you'll have more rainy days and less sun. Right now in Bali, it is summer season, which is the hottest. It's also considered as rainy season, but it doesn't mean that it rains every day. Right now I have sun. I have some weeks that I have all the time sun. There was one week where it was raining, okay, all the time, yes, I agree. That was 1 week out of many weeks, and in general it doesn't bother me since I also have to work. Also because it's pretty hot here in the sun, I enjoy this sometimes rainy mood. And in Ubud it is very green, and when it's not sunny it still looks super beautiful because from the darker clouds the green tone stands out even more. But so what is Ubud? Ubud is a cultural and artistic mecca where people come from all over the world to attend amazing seminars, ceremonies and workshops focused on taking care of your mind, body and soul. Here are so many options to heal yourself, to go to different practices, ceremonies from ecstatic dance to yoga to shamans, healers. But it's also a very cultural place because here are a lot of temples, and it's fascinating how you can also observe how do actually locals live, how do they celebrate their events, how different religions interconnect with each other here in Bali, and in general it just feels more like home to me. I think it's also a place where you can find a lot of touristic attractions. Here are a lot of waterfalls that are accessible from Ubud, beautiful rice fields and terraces, local traditional dance shows. Also from Ubud it's more convenient to travel to the north. Reasons why you might not like Ubud is weather. As I told you, it can be rainier than in other regions. You might not like Ubud because of all of this spirituality theme. If you're not into that, if you think it's like woo-woo, maybe it will be too much for you, because people here, they're really, they're sort of like here, but they're at the same time flying somewhere in their own universe. But since in Ubud here come mostly people who are interested in all of these spiritual practices and self-development, I can easily find like-minded people compared to Canggu, where there is a mix of different interests from partying, surfing, also self-development, so it's a bit harder to filter out with whom you actually want to connect. When you imagine Bali, it's something green, rice terraces, and it's all actually in Ubud. So just to see those views, to see locals, to experience different cultural and self-development events, meet amazing people, I suggest you to come here. At the same time, I don't lack nightlife here because I can find parties if I want. I dance bachata regularly here. Here are also some beach clubs. And you can also find co-working places and gyms if you wish that. Of course, all of that will be more in Canggu, Seminyak, but it's a city that has it all, but just with a more focus on taking care of yourself. But there are also several other nice regions that I want to mention to you. I haven't been there myself, but I heard what my friends were telling me about it, so I will share Couple words about these areas too. If you are a family and you have kids, then for you suggested region will be Sanur, because it is pretty safe for kids to swim there. It is also calm and quiet, while has nice restaurants, bars, and has also a nice promenade. It's also near the coast and the place where you can go to other nearby islands like Lambangan and other areas near Canggu that I didn't mention. One of them is Seminyak. It is considered by far as the most luxury, chic and stylish place of all. It's also a bit more expensive compared to other areas, but it has the best restaurants, the best culinary marvels, beach clubs, shops, boutiques, all your heart wants and desires from this luxury segment, definitely go there. It's also rich with nightlife. Near Seminyak is also Kuta, a region that is considered low cost. It's also near the beach, so you can enjoy that. But besides that, I'm not really sure why this region is so popular, because from what I heard, the vibe is not really good there. I heard that from many people. So maybe you could consider just living there, and if you have your own motorbike, travel and be around more in other areas. And the last region I want to talk to you about is Ameb and Tulambem. It is well known for scuba diving and snorkeling, amazing views from Mount Agung. From what I know, it's also less popular, so you can find some quietness there, maybe some raw places where tourists haven't occupied. So you can check that out. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with someone who is planning to go to Bali or just still wants to go to Bali, because by watching this video, maybe this person will get one step closer to actually coming here, and it will seem more real, because it is. We'll really appreciate that, and it will help my channel tremendously. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next video. Bye.